Hey Pisces, it's Amber here. Hope that you're well. Welcome to your love reading, answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? It will be covering all the days that we have left in August. So it's 26th today, all the way through to the end of September. So yeah, it should cover us right up until the end of September. If you like the reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys that are subscribed and sorry, I'm tired. And who continue to support me. I really appreciate that. And you guys that bought readings, again, I really appreciate that. So thank you. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. So essentially we've got the 8 of coins. So your partner looks like they are very interested in making a commitment, making things work, and working hard to make things just right, paying attention to detail and putting the work in. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords for their subconscious position. So subconsciously, they obviously feel like they've come to the end of the road in something. They maybe haven't been able to find a solution to something and kind of feel like the only way really to solve it is just to leave it in the past. So yes, it looks like they've decided to do that. So they've made kind of a judgment on it, and yeah, even though it may hurt, they have decided to leave something in the past and kind of they're not trying to really kind of kick a dead horse here. They accept that something is over. Mentally, they're over something, but they're really hurt about it as well. Like they're quite disappointed. But it's like, you know, when someone betrays you, you can't fix it. You can't, even if you seek revenge, it's like you still can't change what happened. So I'm always disheveled. Not always, but it's a bit lopsided when I get comfortable. Sorry. So so yeah, your partner feels like they've mentally come to the end of the road with something, because they feel like they just can't fix it. The power's not in their hands, no matter how much they think about it or from what angle they think about it, they can't fix it. So in the near past, we have the 7 of Swords. This could have been deceit, lies, covert operations going on behind the scenes. And yeah, definitely secrets, things being hidden, someone trying to kind of outsmart someone, be really clever by hiding information, tricking someone. So your partner could have been doing this to you, or they could have been experiencing that themselves in the relationship. So yeah, they could have been also avoiding a situation, avoiding an issue, trying to sneak out, bury their head in the sand on a particular issue as well. But with the way things are going, it looks like there's been some sort of disappointment, and this really is about like lies, deceit, and just a situation just not getting better, resulting in maybe an emotional disconnect in the relationship. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Swords. These few cards keep coming up together. This is in that person's intentions. This person feels afraid of moving forward. They may know they need to move forward, but they're quite afraid to do that. They also intend to try to not let their fears get the better of them. They are scared about moving forward, and I think they're just really trying not to let that get the better of them, and they're trying to like understand that they don't need to be concerned with all those other swords and other opinions and other ideas and all the worries and possibilities, but just to kind of keep those 2 swords there, their focus, which is probably, you know, you two, and just kind of keeping it moving, just sticking to not worrying, not overthinking things, basically, or over talking things like me. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the 9 of Swords for your partner. Your partner may still be in their head about this, which kind of makes sense, because if they're feeling this on the inside for whatever reason, the 9 of Swords would be, you know, we've got the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. This person is definitely experiencing some heartache, disappointment, and they seem to be blaming themselves, but they seem to think, I think it's really got into their head. this is really kind of a bit of a head mess. You know what I mean? Like it's messed with their head, and they they're blaming themselves, and they're trying to figure it out, and they think they can think this out. They can think themselves out of the situation, and it's keeping them up at night because they can't let it go. And that's in the near future. So it looks like even this person is determined to make things work, and they know it needs to work. There could be a Virgo, an earth sign person. It looks like really they're quite scared about moving forward and haven't really got the mental maybe strength to really do that. So it seems at the moment. We'll get some more cards. So we've got the Four of Swords that clarifies the Eight of Coins. So this person may be just trying to work hard just to keep the peace. They just want peace. They don't want any more stress. They just want peace and healing. They want to move forward. They want to just focus on the positive, even though they're quite scared of moving forward because of this hurt. They are kind of resigning themselves to the fact that this is the Ten of Swords. Whatever has happened is the complete end, and they do need to now put their energy into something that will grow into something positive. By any means necessary as well. It's like, when I say but, it's like they're willing to maybe stop talking to you if need be, or completely backing down, like bowing out of the situation, so they can maybe focus on themselves, or focus on work, or focus on things that they think is really going to kind of grow into something positive for them. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. This person is definitely hurt, disappointed, and now they're very defensive. This person could definitely be a Virgo. Mercury rules the sign of Virgo, which is a very air energy, and Virgos are known to worry. So this card could easily represent, this Queen of Swords character could easily represent a Virgo. And it looks like that might be what's happening here with this reading. They're not taking any prisoners at the moment. They're maybe not in a very forgiving mood at the moment, but they're just like, okay, do you know what? I'm going to just focus on work. And I'm going to just keep the peace. I'm not going to talk. I'm not saying anything, because maybe if I do, it will all, I might say too much. It could go wrong. So that again, this Queen of Swords is someone who's being strategic as well. They have been hurt, and so they're carefully thinking about every move they're in, like going forward. So they're maybe quite calculated now to kind of in a defensive way, just maybe not try not to get hurt again. So the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Prince of Discs. So Prince of Discs is someone who doesn't really want to move forward. Again, this is another earth sign, so it's probably an earth sign that you're seeing. So it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This person was not very maybe forward. They were kind of invasive. They didn't really put all their cards on the table. You may not have had much contact from them. You may still not be speaking to them at the moment. Communication does seem like it may be a bit of an issue right now, with all these kind of fairly negative swords cards that have appeared in every position. Communication may have completely broken down. This person may have not been reachable or contactable, or this person may have felt that you were not contactable, and very focused on work and not speaking to them because you want to kind of keep the peace. So this is the Ace of Coins, which is a really pretty card here from the Thoth deck. Yeah. Oh. So clarifying the Eight of Swords. This person does want a new beginning. They do really want a permanent new beginning. They really want to leave all the crap behind. But they are scared, although they're determined. I feel that they're quite determined, like they do want to move forward. Here in this deck, that's how it's kind of portrayed, as them kind of taking a stand here with the Two Swords and kind of blocking out all the different variations of thought and ideas, trying to be focused, trying to be positive, and and actually using their mind as an ally rather than as an enemy, rather than it being an enemy. You know, they're really trying to turn things around, and they want it to be a permanent change. They really want to carve out a new path. They're really looking, I feel, just to completely let go of the past, I feel, and they just really want to move on. And the Nine of Swords, sad, is clarified by the Moon cards. This person is not sleeping at night. They're not sleeping at night. They're quite it's bringing up a lot of fears for them, and they're just trying to focus on work. Yeah, it's bringing up like fears that it's keeping them up at night. It's affecting their dreams. You know, they may not be able to dream, or because they're just thinking so much. They could be having scary dreams as well, so they could be quite traumatized. This person. So we have the Ten of Swords in subconscious position. This person is definitely, whatever has happened to them has really hurt them and really knocked their knocked them off balance. So they're trying to focus on work, I think, and trying to just keep some peace in their life. And I think that they're willing to let bygones be bygones, even if this person hurt them. They're like, you know what, I don't care. You don't even need to apologize. I just want to get out of here. You know. So we've got you here with the Ace of Swords. So you may be looking for clarity. You may have already decided what you want to do. You maybe have got clarity about a situation. You know, maybe this person has been found to be cheating. Maybe they, you know, they're really beating themselves up because they themselves have been caught doing the wrong thing. Whereas you here, you seem to have clarity and a clear mind. You don't have any confusion. You could have questions still. You could still want to communicate with this person. You may have something you want to say, but you're quite clear, I think, on your thoughts on the situation. We've then got the Art card, or the Temperance card. So again, you're feeling quite balanced subconsciously. Yes, you do feel emotionally entangled with this situation, but you also are quite grounded. This person as well seems to be trying to be quite grounded as well, by focusing on work, and it looks like you also are managing to kind of go with the flow, be patient, and trying to I think you're kind of playing it by ear. You're not kind of trying to presume too much. You're just kind of playing it by ear and doing the right thing at the right time as and when needed. And I think you're also quite focused on healing as well. You also want to heal, or you understand that a healing process is taking place. And this is quite a big deal for you as well, with it being a major arcana. And for them as well, this whole not sleeping thing is a really big deal. They are learning quite a lot through this experience. So we've then got the Prince of Swords. So you made a decision, it looks like, in the near past. This could have been maybe to leave this person and focus on money. We deal lots of coins in this person's back. Or you could have decided that you know, you could have been maybe not very committal, kind of slightly scattered here with this energy. If that's might be what's happening here, maybe that's what's happened. Maybe you're you weren't in a stable position of this person in this sort of long-term connection or relationship, maybe, or this could also be you, yeah, just not being able to sit still. Maybe being, you know, this person's got his hands full. There's people at the bottom. There's things he's carrying on his back. He's also trying to kind of straddle a chariot. You could have just had your energy really scattered and not been able to commit to this person. I think it's really hurt them. By the looks of things, it seems to really hurt them. But you seem to know exactly what you want, and you've quite decided on what it is that you know, where you're going and where you want to invest your energy and what matters to you. You're very clear on that. And you're quite decisive. You seem to have principles that you're making your decisions on rather than emotions, which is very interesting for a Pisces. Usually Pisces are known to make decisions based on how they feel. But it looks like you're not doing that. You're being very practical and being very grounded, and that's probably what this card is here for as well. It's like um, you still got that Pisces kind of water element, but you're also quite grounded as well, you know. And this is giving you principles, and you're now making decisions based on the principles rather than maybe feelings and emotions, and maybe this person's upset about it, you know. Okay, so your intentions is the Lust card. So definitely intend to make yourself very attractive, very alluring, maybe to this person. You could also kind of be giving it to God as well. You know, see this person kind of holding up this flame. You could be seeking wisdom as well. You know, you could be kind of hoping to come out of you may be trying to kind of do the right thing, like not always follow your emotions. Yeah, like not always follow your instinct. Like what you want right now is not always what you're going to be after anymore. You're more thinking, would this really be beneficial for me and that person? And trying to have some sort of self-restraint. You could be trying to have some sort of self-restraint. This could also be you saying, you know, my only intention here really is to have fun, okay, as well. And that might be why you're kind of here. You're like, I don't really want to settle. I just kind of want to, you know, maybe go on a few dates and have fun. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. Okay, but yeah, you've got the Tower card here for near future. So I don't think that you intend to be giving this person any good news. There does seem to be lies of some sort that's going to come out. I think that you want them to come out. You do intend to say the truth. I don't know if in this situation it's like you've got more leverage in the situation. Maybe nothing wrong with that. You know, it's got to be one or the other. You know, they say all is fair in love and war. So it could be that you've got kind of more leverage in the situation. This person is kind of hanging on your word, really attracted to you, and that might be why you're kind of like, you may be kind of tempted to, you know, indulge in all the attention that maybe you're getting, even though you know you may not really want to reciprocate it, because we have you in the near future here, just kind of like shattering possibly someone's dreams, or you know, just revealing the truth on a situation that kind of destroys the foundation of the relationship. So I think you're just really trying to be truthful here. Like you want to just kind of be honest. You know, you're trying to be like tempered in your mind and not just like, I want, so I'm going to take, you know, you're like, okay, let me just be balanced. Let me do the right thing. Let me think a bit long term, you know. So yeah, at the base of the deck, we do have the High Priestess card. So this is the Pisces card, which is excellent. I always like to see your cards show up in your readings. You know, I love that for you that follow me. So spiritual advice is saying that you do need to kind of listen to your intuition. You know, you have to remember that you are a Pisces, even though you may have found some new principles or you've got some like new ideas about things. It's like spirit is saying yes, but remember you are a Pisces. I've gifted you with the gift of being Pisces, and I'd appreciate if you would respect that, I guess, and allow your intuition to have a say in this process. It could be that if you completely get really logical about things, that it could actually take away from the situation rather than add to it. So Spirit may be saying, you know, please do remember your Pisces nature and listen to your intuition, respect that, don't just ignore it. Doesn't mean you need to act on it, but it does need, you know, you do need to still listen to that. There may be a lot of information there. We do have the Knight of Discs. This would mean, again, you know, taking the time, being patient, not saying too much, maybe not being attainable, maybe not being reachable as well. That's the High Priestess card as well, like keeping yourself to yourself, being wise about the situation as well, really thinking long term about things and how they look in the future. And then we also got the Seven of Coins here, which suggests that you will need to review everything that's happened in order to move forward. So that's what these two cards would be saying to you, is to reflect on where you've come from and where that's brought you, to enable you to make the right decisions to go forward. It also, the Seven of Coins suggests that this is a failed relationship as well. Or something has failed. So yeah, something like maybe you've put a lot of effort into this, or this person has, but really the outcome isn't what you wanted. It hasn't really worked out. It's like you plan to tell this person, and I think you yourself are going to come to the realization as well, which is going to be a bit of a maybe of a big change for you as well, when you come to the realization that maybe this just isn't really what you want, because you're having to maybe restrain yourself for some reason here, and not just go for it, you know, because maybe this person wants more from you than you're able to give, because you're focused on work and other things. Maybe it could be read in so many ways. If you'd like your own reading to get some more clarity, then just email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. I'll leave the details in the description anyway if you did want your own. But this is for Pisces for September. Love and relationships. Okay, so we've got Ice Queen. Okay, so this might be that Spirit is advising you to maybe not be so attainable, you know, to be really clear with your communication, but at the same time, don't over talk. Just say what you need to say. Don't get lost in your emotions as well. I guess that's kind of been a bit of a theme here as well, although it's still not saying to completely forget about your intuition though, you know. Your obstacles is the Dating Queen, so this could be this kind of energy where the obstacle was really that you're a bit scattered at the moment. Maybe you've got a lot of admirers and you're not ready to commit yet, you know. But then we've got what holds you together is a true gem. So what holds you together is that you really do maybe appreciate each other, that you are something special to each other, and that there is a genuine possibly connection here, or a true appreciation of each other. Like you both see that you're both valuable to each other in some way. Okay, then we've got you're learning about gifts. So you could be learning about how to appreciate what someone does have to give, even though they may not be giving you exactly what you want. And they are learning about the brunette females. So they're learning about maybe their attractiveness. They're going through that. Could definitely keep people up at night if they feel like, you know, they're not, you know, I think especially for a woman, you know, things about her attractiveness can definitely cause her a lot of worry. So I don't know, maybe that's what's happening. You know, maybe there's some issues there with her own sense of self-love or beauty. This could also be for a guy too. So if this is representing a man, they are possibly experiencing or dealing with the temptations possibly of other women. That's something that they are learning about. Okay, then we've got work. So you see them as very work orientated. They are very focused on their work at the moment because they're trying to take their mind off things. And they see you as very passionate. So they feel like, I feel like maybe there was some sort of sexual like relationship that happened here, and it just, you know, you may still want that to continue, but they kind of maybe for some reason are disappointed by that. They want maybe more security in the relationship. They want something more definite. Especially with them having the Prince of Discs and the Ace of Discs. This person may be looking for something a bit more stable, a bit more predictable. And they do really, really appreciate you and really like you, but they feel like it's something that they're not doing right or that they can fix. But you know, it's really out of their control, and it's messing with their head now. Yeah, but they are very passionately drawn to you, and they don't seem to be able to really forget you. We've also got the heads of the guy like buried in her chest, like he's really seeking like consolation. If this person probably feels really attached to you, really connected to you, yeah, I think you're probably like a dark-haired person or something. But I think that maybe you don't want to commit right now. So yeah, and we've got past love at the bottom of the decks. This could be a past love as we speak, like, and then we've got destiny, and then we've got triangle, then we've got fun times, and then we have short term. Okay, so this does suggest there's some sort of issue in the relationship where there's maybe more than one person involved. This is supposed to happen for a reason. That's why we've got these major arcanas here for you guys. But yeah, it is destiny. There is a past. You guys do have a past. But it could be the past that's kind of holding you together, but really, I feel the relationship is quite strained by the looks of it. So I'm going to just pull some cards here from Wisdom, the Oracle deck. Sorry it hasn't been that clear, but it hasn't been the easiest reading. It's a lot of bad news. It's quite hard not to just say what comes into your mind. You have to kind of remember that, you know, you're dealing with people and their emotions and what they're really feeling. So I'm trying to find the right words. Oh, and we've got never-ending story here. So it looks like maybe this person is just depressed, maybe. You know, they just have a kind of depressive kind of outlook. Very defensive with the Queen of Swords as well. So this is for Pisces for September. Relationships. Alright. So we've got a change in the wind. This could be a long-term relationship that's kind of coming to an end. Then we've got another gifts card, exchanging gifts. I'm actually going to read, if I can reach it. I'm going to read from that book when it comes to exchanging gifts, because I want to make sure I get this right. Seems like quite a deep kind of reading. Okay, 27. Yeah. Okay, so essential meanings is the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing the cost, and determining the value. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and the abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. So sorry. Yeah, it looks as if there's not reciprocation here. It's a never-ending story. Maybe this person's always wanted to be with you, and you're always telling them, no, I don't want to be with you, and now Spirit is saying, can you just stop talking to them? Maybe with the Ice Queen there, like, learn to be cold, rein it in. You may have a strong, like, there's a passion between you two. There could be a passionate connection between you. This person may know there's no future. That's why they got the Eight of Swords there. They kind of fear the future. They want a commitment, but they fear this future. And there is this passionate connection between you two, but maybe you were kind of just stopping by, or maybe you feel like it's the end of the road now for things, and you're ready to move on because it's a never-ending story. Maybe you just realize you're not getting what you want out of the situation, and it just feels like a never-ending story. It's really pretty cool card. There's even like a little dial there that's like, if you spin it, you have like yes or no, or what is it? Is it love? Does he love me? Does he not love me? Yes, no, I don't know. So this person is constantly worrying about that. Well, does she love me? Does she not? Is this real? Is it not? You know, or there's definitely that energy in the relationship. But it is time for a change. There's a change in the wind coming. So that could definitely be the Tower card. You know, there's a change in the wind, like it's another tower kind of. I don't think it's blowing to pieces, but it's definitely affected by wind, and there's some sort of change. So for me, they do seem quite similar in their imagery in terms of towers. So it could be talking about that as well. But there is a change in the wind totally for you guys. That something has got to change. And although you don't want to get too lost in your emotions, there is still a lot of messages to come through from Spirit and intuitively for you. So yeah, it's quite a big reading. But don't forget, this is destiny. So just go with the flow as much as you can, I guess. But if you need your own reading, like I said, just email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. All the details will be downstairs. I'm so tired. Down in the description box. Or you could also look at your rising and moon signs, and possibly even your Venus sign, to see if there's any more answers there for your situation. Otherwise, take good care. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Take care.